morning, everyone! Kalla here. Welcome to my live stream. Glad you could make it today. So today it's time for another event here in Twisted Wonderland. This being Bill's Red Carpet Cadets. And as you can see, I have prepared and made sure that I probably have enough postcards to get through this section. to have completed the stamp missions, so I assume that will be enough. Hello, Nick. How was my day? Oh, not bad. I'm a little sleepy, but other than that, I'm good. I'm glad you managed to get the... I assume Gemel's the SR, right? I'd like to pull for that, but you can see the state of my gems. Thank you, Savannah Claw Rook. Alright. Let's get into it then. Book 1, The Lottery. How's the Rook? I mean, he's home. I haven't actually used him for anything yet. I started leveling him in the lessons today because today's the day when I don't do alchemy lessons, given the characters that are available there. I clearly need another SSR for the group that is today's group. I am so bored. Ain't there anything fun we can do, Kalla? Well, he wants something fun. Exercise might be fun for Grim. Get some exercise? Oh, like weightlifting or something. Snooze. Oh, nice. You got some of this. Some Twisted Wonderland cards. Is that the White Shorts Blau cards, or the or what is that, of the wafers, or maybe one of the other things? I can't remember how many types of collectible cards Twist has. There's gotta be something around here. Kalla, Grim! Well, if it ain't Ace and Deuce. Have you seen Bill anywhere? Can't say I have. What's with that look? We heard a wild rumor, and it's got everyone looking for Bill. Ooh, a rumor. The steel cards, is that? Yes. I think I've seen those around. I hope you get what you want out of that box. A rumor? Sure, I totally get it, but sounds interesting at least. Kalla, let's go with him. You want the complete collection. I know that some of those card boxes that I've seen for Twisted Wonderland seem to potentially just come with all of the cards in the box, but I don't know. Just sort of blind box rules. In that if you buy a sealed box, you get everything. So hopefully it works like that. Yes? Hey! There! Oh, good. More noisy spuddlings. Ah! Everyone is here! I mean, not quite everyone, but almost everyone. Look at all these people already here. Guess we're late to the party. This is quite the crowd. The rumor sure spread like wildfire. To what do I owe? Let's say pleasure of this mass imposition. We heard you were going to be in some sort of film festival in McKillaville this weekend. Wherever did you hear that? Not that it isn't true, mind you. A film set to come out next year will be shown at the festival, and I'm attending to help promote it. The head mage has already given me permission. The International McKillaville Film Festival. For more than 80 years now, it has been the most prestigious film festival in all the world. Quite. Being able to debut a film there is an incredible honor. Only the biggest celebs get to go to an event like that. No surprise you got invited, Val. The press always goes wild reporting on it. There'll be all sorts of artists and famous people there, I bet. Some members of the Film Research Club are gonna go with you, right? We were even going to tour a film studio during our free time, but it turns out no one else from the club can go. Indeed. The club had planned on shooting at a certain location next week for a film we're working on. Except the weather forecast has taken a turn, so we had to move the shoot up to this weekend. I have to honour my commitments at the film festival, so I'll be going. But the other members will be on location all weekend. Oh la la, how unfortunate for them. Such a shame. And now you've got no one to accompany you to the film festival or that studio tour, do you? Do we need to keep this charade going any longer? Or are you ready to get to the point? Go on, tell me why you're here. We want to go with you. Of course you do. McKillaville, city of fashion, bright lights and big stars. I've always wanted to visit. It's gotta be the most campable place ever. A lot of famous brands have a presence there. I'm curious how they run their flagship locations from a business perspective. I understand there's an old mine nearby as well, which would be a fascinating place to take the Mountain Lovers Club. I've been to McKillaville before, of course, but never the film festival. You have to have some connections to one of the films there, or they won't let you in. But if I was with you, Bill, it'd be no problem. They'd treat me like a VIP. I suppose the studio tour would be the same. With a celebrity like Bill with us, they'd probably let us in places most people don't get to see. We, as a lover of both film and theatre, I would adore a chance to see a true blue film studio in person. I don't really care what we do. I'm always up for checking out someplace new. Totally. So that's why everyone was crowding around. If it's as awesome as everyone's saying, then come too. Bill, take me with you. Bill's expression there. He's like, really? Really? Loading, loading. Why is it taking so long to load? A dazzling stage, a shrine to dreams where actors and directors weave their passions into fantastic reality. Ah, Machiaville. It sounds like a lot for one person to handle all on their own, Bill. Indeed. Seeing as your clubmates can't be there, I would be happy to accompany you instead. Yeah, I do want to try for the SR, but I don't know whether I want to wait till I have enough to do a 10-ball. For safety reasons. Fine, I'll pick some replacements. Yay! Says everyone. The studio tour is only possible because of special arrangements one of the movie's producers made. I can't cancel it on such short notice, so I'll need to bring enough people to make up the numbers. But I can only bring 5 of you. 5? Weren't you listening? I'm only taking as many as originally planned. I can't take everyone. Just 5? Out of everyone who wants to go? So, who are you gonna take? Come on, Bill. Let me see how the rich and famous live, just this once. Please take me, please. Honestly, I'm obviously the best suited to take to a fancy affair like this film festival. The rest of you should sit this one out. I'm definitely going. I want to go too, and it won't be any trouble. You'll hardly even know I'm there, Bill. But Musicom will definitely know he was there. Take me, Bill, take me! Come on, everyone, don't put Bill on the spot like this. He can't take all of us. Spoken like someone willing to pass up this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the greater good, Jamil. A noble sacrifice indeed in the name of expediency and order. You think I'd leave Bill to put up with your mercantile machinations? He'll be much better off with someone supportive and considerate, like me. That description fits me the most. Allow me to accompany you, and I promise the best trip of your life. Wait, I want to go too. I've hardly done any traveling before. Does it sound fun though? Yeah, I guess it does. It does sound fun. And you should go too, Minion. Let's go for it, Kalla. Yeah, this is definitely one of those chances you'll regret not taking. So hurry up and throw your hat in the ring. Me too. No, me. Oh, this commotion. It's me you'll be accompanying, understand? I'm only going to take the best of the best. The best of the best? So it's a matter of talent, then. Alright, how do we prove we're the best? Simple. Defeat your rivals. Ah, you're gonna have to be more specific about that, Bill. You're gonna have to be more specific or you are about to have a mass brawl. Huh? Bill, please consider who is listening to your words right now. I care not if it's a sports showdown, hand-to-hand combat, or a magic duel. Just find some way to prove to me you're the best. Hold on. I don't really go in for that competitive stuff. Really, Ace? Now we're talking. This is team ready to lay the beat down on everyone here. Ready and able, shall we say. I think I like my chances. Look at us, fighting for our dreams. Normally I would shun such roguish affairs, but I pledge to do my utmost. Are we really doing this? Jano, Ace, I have a proposal for you. Ooh, what kind of sly machinations do you have here, Azel? Smash Bros. Twist Edition. Yeah! Azel, I hope that whatever you've got will prevent this courtyard becoming a sea of bodies. Saturday. Good morning. I see everyone is here. Good morning, Belle. Hey, Belle. So early. I don't want to be awake. Me every morning this week. Not that it's been particularly early, just because I've been so sleepy this week. Boy, am I glad we got picked. When Bill started talking about having to defeat our rivals all of a sudden, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't stand a chance in a melee with that whole crowd. I'll never forget the look on Lilia's face. He looked like he was relishing the chance. Yep. Floyd was pretty scary too. Not to mention Deuce and Ethel. Good thing Azel came up with that lottery idea. But he absolutely must have rigged. I mean, surely. Given that he was like, hey, Gemma, Ace, I have an idea. And they're here. You totally rigged whatever that lottery was, didn't you, Azel? Be to do my part to keep the peace at school. I'm glad we won. Luck was on our side. Not quite so sure about the luck part there. Lucky, huh? Are you including me, Jamal, and Azel in that? You don't think someone as calculating as Azel would leave things to chance, do you? And Vil started talking about competing for a spot on the trip. Azel pulled me and Ace aside to propose a mutually beneficial alliance. First, Azel would suggest the lottery system, and then I'd speak up in agreement. Two people are more convincing than one, right? But naturally, if someone from my dorm spoke up, like Jade or Floyd, it would be suspicious. I reasoned that Jamil, being from another dorm, had the best chance of persuading the others. Then I rigged the draw to ensure the three of us got picked. Oh, you rigged it, Ace. Guessing you asked me because of how dexterous I am, yeah? I'm touched. Indeed. With your skill and sleight of hand, I reasoned that rigging a lottery drawing would be no issue. Yeah, after all, we do know that Ace can do card tricks, I guess. So, you see, we all combined strengths to ensure a mutually beneficial outcome. Plans, trustworthiness, and cheating. No, trustworthiness is the wrong word. Being able to convince people. Yeah. Team Conmen versus Team Muscle. Yeah. I'm kind of glad that Team Conmen came up with their con though, because I wouldn't want to be the school nurse if that method wasn't used. Wait, what about me and my minion? Oh, I only rigged it for the three of us. You two just got genuinely lucky. You didn't rig it for us because you like us, Ace. Boo. I thought we were friends. I knew I was feeling lucky. As I suspected. Wait, Vil, you noticed? Since you didn't stop me, I figured I'd gotten away with it. I mean, it is one way of proving that you're the best, and that's all that Vil asked for, Ace. Yeah, we have plot armor, yes. An event can't happen without us there to see it. A direct, honest approach is not always the correct one. You played to your strengths and chose a game you could win, rigged or no. I'd say you passed the test. I never doubted you would understand, Vil. You guys want to go to Maquilaville that bad? That's right. Maquilaville is where celebrities flock, where luxury brand boutiques line the streets. As a student of business, it is my duty to visit and learn all I can. I've always been curious about the place, what with the fashion and famous folks and all. And so I can hardly believe I get to take a trip there. I'm mainly interested in the studio tour. I often watched movies with Callum back in the Scalding Sands. And since this is Callum we're talking about, I bet he's got a movie theatre right in his house. 3 of them, actually. What's he need 3 for? It must be like getting a TV for the spare room to him. I was always running around making popcorn and hot dogs and all sorts of movie snacks. But the films made in McKillaville Studios really stopped me in my tracks. I'm glad I'll get to go see where they're made. Oh, guess that all adds up. What about you, Grim? Me? I want to stuff my face with grub, of course. Of course. Guess I should have seen that coming. McKillaville is famous for its luxury restaurants that cater to the celebrity crowd. Oh yeah? I can't wait. Right, I think that's enough chat. It's time we were going. And now, having just recently seen it in a dream, I guess we're going to see it in real life. Book 2, First-Rate Outfits. I feel like I've seen this place before recently. Ooh, hello, evil queen, in the window. Beautiful queen coming soon to theaters, I see. We made it! So this is McKillaville. The whole place just screams high class. There's quite a variety between modern buildings and others that seem more historical. And look at all the tourists. The streets are positively humming. For real, and everyone looks amazing. It's the city of fashion, after all. Legends about the fairest queen who spent her life in pursuit of ultimate beauty are passed down in this city even in this day and age. Many chemists settled here in the distant past, drawn to the queen and her own talents for mixing compounds. It's said the concoctions they crafted were second to none. Eventually, that knowledge was brought to bear on cosmetics, which led to a boom in that industry. In present day, the streets are lined with luxury clothing and jewelry stores. But apparently in the past, the sought-after goods would have been things like skincare products, makeup and perfume. Quite. That attracted stars from around the world, which led to film studios being founded here as well. That brought in shops selling apparel and jewelry to be used in the films, so independent designers set up storefronts. As the film industry grew, those independent designers created brands, which led to the shopping arcades you see now. So that's how it became what it is today. A city of luxury brands, where all the most famous fashion boutiques are located. That's right. Eventually they built grand halls to hold film premieres and other celebrity-studded events. So famous actors, models and creators all flocked to McKillaville en masse. There are a lot of luxury hotels and restaurants too. I suppose that must be to entertain the upper crust. Huh, I had no idea about all that history. You guys sure know a lot. Especially you, Bill. Were you born here, Bill? All this glitter and glamour seems like a perfect fit. My, that's an insightful remark coming from you. Alas, no, I was born elsewhere. And as my work has had me trotting the globe from an early age, there isn't anywhere in particular I call home. Still, Maquilaville is the heart of the film industry, so I've come here quite a lot. Often as a model as well, as there are lots of fashion shows held here. Though I've been working less after starting school, I still visit from time to time to shop. So I know these streets like the back of my hand. If I had to pick a hometown, in my heart it would be Maquilaville. Man, I'd love to be able to say that about a place like this. The goods here are second to none, and you come here to do your shopping. Phil really does live in a different world, where the film festival will be held. Oh, I saw that on TV once, and I'm seeing it for real. Wild. Oop. The stream went away. Oh no. How much did we miss? Just gonna bring up the log there. Grim asking where this place was. It's wild that I actually got your your message that the stream was offline before YouTube told me it was offline. Hey, nice. Oh, I saw that on TV once, and now I'm seeing it for real. Wild. So that's where the film festival will be. It's a beautiful building. It's often used for fashion shows as well. How come those stairs are red? It's the famous Tapis Rouge. Happy what? The red carpet at Queen's Palace is known as the Tapis Rouge. It's said that you only join the ranks of the A-listers once you tread upon it. During the festival, it's where the performers and directors will pose for photographs. There's already a bunch of fans there taking pictures of it. I gotta snap one too. Kalla, Grim, you've really never heard of it before? It's a pretty famous tourist spot. Yeah, I can't say I have. Please remember, Ace, that my home is a very, very long way away. And Grim's a dire beast. Big whoop. I don't see anyone selling any food or anything, so I couldn't care less. I wouldn't write it off just yet if I were you. If you get scouted here in Maquilaville, you could become a big star and walk the Tapis Rouge yourself one day. A star? Me? I can totally see it. Don't tease him, Azul. He's gullible enough to believe you. Between you and me, Grim, there's no way you're gonna be a movie star. I don't know. Once I become a great mage, I might try starring in a picture or two. Based on your test score from the other day, I'm not sure you're great mage material. Shut it! Both of you be quiet. You'll draw the wrong kind of attention, and where will that leave me? Sorry. this movie you're here to promote, Phil. What is it? I was wondering about that myself. I tried searching online, but nothing came up. Yes, there wasn't anything that had your name in the credits. It's the live-action Beautiful Queen. Wait, so like a remake of that super famous animated film? Now I understand why we're getting this event now. Indeed, 90 years after the original debuted. It was the first full-length animated feature done in colour. A beautiful work, beloved the world over, that depicts the trials and tribulations of the fairest queen. And I'm here to promote the live-action adaptation that will be making its debut in the near future. The one everyone's been talking about? Beautiful Queen. I do recall seeing the title on the film festival's schedule. So you're gonna be in a super famous movie then? In it. Perish the thought. How would I have time for such an undertaking while enrolled at Night Raven College? I have to turn down most offers for feature-length shoots these days. It's not uncommon for such projects to last multiple years. No, while I'm at school, my focus is my studies. You chose studying over movies? Acting sounds way more fun. Now that you mention it, almost nothing about that film has been revealed, has it? Not the cast, not the crew, not the story. There haven't even been any pictures from set. They're hoping to build up excitement by keeping things hush-hush until right before release. The more the film can be kept secret, the greater the reaction will be. That's the idea, anyway. It's a most unusual strategy for a film. I'm curious to see how effective it will be. I don't know, I know the original is super famous, but it kind of feels like not releasing any info will cause people to lose interest. How do you get people talking if there's nothing to talk about? That's why the promotional activities at this film festival will be so important. Yep. As all the business-minded. Always business-minded. Accordingly, they've prepared something sensational to win the hearts and capture the imaginations of everyone here in one fell swoop. I trust you know what that something is. Well, it clearly involves you, Bill. I'm gonna go out on the limb and guess it's you. The success of a multi-million Thormark film will be almost entirely in your hands, but I can think of no finer person for the job. How exactly will you be involved with promoting the film, Belle? For this job, I'll be working not as an actor, but as a model. The producers picked me because I fit the main theme of the film, namely, beauty. I see. So, you'll be walking that red carpet, or should I say tapis rouge, tomorrow then? You're gonna look like such a movie star. And when those pictures get picked up by the big media outlets, it will be a huge promotional boost for the film. Man, you're gonna make a splash! Wish I could be in the pics with you. You want to stand next to Bill when he's done up to the nines. Brave of you, Ace. I'm not sure you're even suitable to be a foil, but I won't stand in your way, Ace. Yeah, better not, huh? Oh man, you two were in lockstep jumping at the chance to tease me. Are you friendlier than you let on or something? Jamil, of course not. Hazel, of course. Today, I'm afraid we won't be able to get anywhere near the tapestry. It's just far too crowded. Are they all tourists? They're swarming around that tappy rug thing. They're fans of the directors and performers who are making an appearance at the festival today. So, it's already started? Don't you need to go in, Bill? The film I'm promoting won't be shown until tomorrow afternoon. And if everyone catches wind the famous Vil is already here, it will ruin the surprise. We should make ourselves scarce. Quite right. It's time we moved on. Besides, we have another appointment. Oh, is it the studio tour? No, that's tomorrow morning. They're rather strict, so I'm afraid we can't change the time. Yeah, I kind of feel like Bill needs some disguise. You know, the hat and the sunglasses and... For now, I have somewhere else in mind. Follow me. Ah, we're going shopping, I assume. Look at this sparkly street! Welcome to the Crystal Galleria, a luxury shopping arcade. It's known as the most beautiful glass arcade in all the world. Arcade? Like, for games? No, Grim. Different kind of arcade. No, like a covered street lined with all sorts of high-class shops. I don't think every shopping arcade has high-class shops, Jamil. I'm pretty sure there are shopping arcades that don't have high-class shops. The ones in the Shaftlands are notable for being enclosed in glass, like this one. The weather can change from clear skies to pouring rain on a moment's notice here. Thus, all their shopping promenades are covered. In the past, I understand that even thunderstorms and landslides weren't uncommon. Scary stuff! A dazzling glass shopping arcade. What could be more beautiful? Come to think of it, the Shaftlands are famous for glassworks, aren't they? Indeed. The mines here are rather well known. There's an entrance to a mine near Maquilaville, and all manner of gemstones were excavated there in the past. I thought we were talking about Glasswareville, not jewellery. The same techniques used to cut gems are now used in the glassworks industry that thrives here. Ah, that's how you're bringing it back to glass. Apparently, they even made coffins out of glass. Glass coffins? Yes, though just special ones. An old legend here says if someone precious is laid to rest in a glass coffin, they will come back to life. Naturally, those who believed the legend wanted their coffins made of glass. It's just an old story, of course. Glass coffins, huh? They don't seem very functional, but I can imagine they must have looked amazing. Yeah, I feel like a glass coffin doesn't do, like, any of the things a coffin is supposed to be doing. Where'd these go? What? I don't see Jamil anywhere either. I could have sworn they were just here. I'm guessing those two geniuses got lost. Typical. Sounds more like something you'd do, Grim. Ah, you're back. Where did you get off to? Saw a shop over there I wanted to check out. I went with him to keep him out of trouble. Good idea, Jamil. Good idea. I don't recall giving anyone permission to wander off on their own. You must do as I say at all times, understand? Slip up again and I'll send you back to school. My bad. Won't happen again. How come I'm getting chewed out too? I see you didn't buy anything, Ace. I wanted to, but the prices were ridiculous. They wanted 1,000 Thormarks for a t-shirt. 1,000? That's pricey. With 1,000 marks, I could buy... I don't even know how many cans of tuna. Tuna cans, huh? I'm not sure either, but it would definitely be a lot. What did you expect? This is Maquilaville. Considering the average price range of most brands here, I'm surprised it wasn't more expensive than that. I know. But I'm just a lowly student. No way I could afford that. I know the names of all these brands here, but I've never even thought about going in one of their stores before. You have to meet some very strict standards to open a shop in this arcade. Think of top quality makeup brands like Felicite Cosmetics, or designer shoes like Tenebres. If you open a shop here, it means your products have been recognized as the creme de la creme. So, these flagship stores are mostly meant to further the brand's reputation. And the Crystal Galleria is a world-famous location in and of itself. Even tourists with no affinity for branded goods come here to window shop. Exactly. This glass arcade has taken on a life all of its own. Each and every storefront thrives... Nope, that's the wrong word. Each and every storefront strives to have beautiful displays, so simply walking around and taking it in is an enjoyable experience. Yeah, even just looking at all the fancy clothes is still pretty fun. It's not every day you get to be surrounded by so much unattainable luxury, so let's window shop till we drop. Now, where to check out next? Bill said don't wander off, Ace. No wandering off! As it turns out, that's exactly what he said. I've already decided which shop we'll be visiting first. Follow me. We don't get any say? Might I remind you the only reason you're here is to accompany me? I suppose that goes for all 5 of us. Phil's just like, you're the ones who wanted to come with me, so you're going to stick to me like glue. Lux, huh? This is very Vil colours. Good day, Mr. Schoenheit. We've been expecting you. Thank you. I trust everything is in order? Of course. I'll call the manager right away. One moment. Wait, is this Lux? This is a super famous brand. Never heard of it. You and me both, Grim. It's a luxury fashion brand aimed at independent adults. It's an authentic boutique that stayed squarely at the top of the industry by blending tradition with modernity. That's a lot of words you just said, Bill. What's more, they're a world-famous jewellery brand as well. No idea what any of that means. Oh no, apparently I am same brain with Grim today. Seriously? Their name comes up all the time in movies and TV shows. They're basically the brand to end all brands. Indeed, most tourists, even those who come here simply to window shop, make certain to pay this shop a visit. This is my first time actually going in one of their locations. Everything in here is immaculately made, from the stitching to the dyeing. You've a good eye, Jamil. Fabrics and textiles are major industries in Scalding Sands, so I'm pretty familiar. And I've been around a lot of luxury goods. Yeah, Jamil would have been exposed to all of this stuff a lot, huh? You certainly have. No doubt you understand the value of those curtains over there, then. I'm guessing that that isn't a shimmery pattern on the cloth and is in fact like gemstones or something. Curtains? There's black ones on the fitting rooms, you mean? Oh, wow. What's wow, Jamil? And I thought the clothes were impressive. But these curtains are tremendous. Vintage, to be sure. Hand-woven using traditional techniques. I can only imagine how long they took to make. They're very pleasant to the touch. They have such they have such a warm and alluring feel to them, as if you're peering into the living past. Ah, I see what's going on here. This colour is called Blackest Night, yes? I almost feel like I could fall into it. It's Lux's signature colour, correct? It's a deep and lustrous shade of black, inspired by the abyssal hues of night that the fairest queen so loved. I'm impressed. The rich tonality is positively riveting. Yeah, it's a real nice shade of black. Not sure you need to be digging out a thesaurus to compliment it. No, I think my coat is way nicer. Well, Grim, you're going to have to prove that. Pet the Grim, pet the curtains. You can't even compare the two, Grim. Naturally, the method for dyeing something Blackest Night is top secret. Supposedly it involves special chemicals and the charred remains of apple trees. Huh. Fashion brands the world over have worked tirelessly to try to lift the veil. But to this day, only Lux is able to produce this colour. It really is famous. It's said that asking for a garment in this shade of black adds another digit to the price. Just once I'd love to be able to dress up entirely in luxury brand stuff like this. That's a non-starter for students like us. What about Callum? He could buy this whole store if he wanted. Yes, well, he's different. Yeah, he's Callum. He is royalty, yes. I assume Phil's here for fitting for his clothes for the premiere, right? Not premiere. Festival. Welcome, Mr. Schoenheit. What a pleasure to have you in our store again. The pleasure is mine. I'm here to pick up the outfit I ordered. Wonderful. We are so grateful for your patronage. And do you have the clothes for them as well? Yes, of course. I'll have everything brought out right away. What? Phil, what's this about clothes for us? Exactly what I said. I've had clothes prepared for you all. High-end clothes that must have been prepared last minute, because it wasn't that long ago that we found out we were going. How expensive are these clothes gonna be? If you're to accompany me in this town, I can't have you looking like a bunch of unwashed spuds. Excuse me, we're in Night Raven College uniforms here. Which are a fine choice when at school, but not the best for a world premiere. Especially considering I'm about to change into my outfit for the festival, which will render your uniforms completely unsuitable. I guess that makes sense. We're going to be wearing Lux. I couldn't even have imagined. This is honestly incredible. You can say that again? Can someone pinch me? I thought we were coming in here just to look, and now we actually get to wear some of this? Boy, am I glad to be your underclassman, Bill. What about me? Do I get fancy duds too? Of course. I had them set something aside for both you and Kalla. Yes! Thank you so much! And you haven't heard the best part. Your clothes are couture, not prêt-à-porter. By which I assume you mean that they are tailored to us and not off the rack. I assume. Is that something I can eat, or... Is it pret or pre? I think it's pre. I am bad at French, and I'm sorry about butchering this. Prêt-à-porter refers to ready-made luxury brand clothing sold off the rack at retail stores. I was right. It meant off the rack. Ready-made doesn't mean mass-produced, of course. The quality is still exceedingly high. Couture refers to something special, unique, tailor-made clothing. Completely original items made especially by a designer for a specific customer. How long was it? It wasn't very long between us knowing, between Bill knowing that we were coming and us getting here. As I said, that's going to be a rush order, right? In other words, the clothes you'll be putting on are luxe couture. Seriously? Tailor-made for me? It's getting even wilder. How did Bill get our measurements? Because I assume we wouldn't be quite as surprised about this if he'd actually, you know, measured us. Can Bill just work that out just by looking at someone? I can't believe I'm getting a unique luxe outfit. Man, am I glad I helped rig that lottery. I'm gonna rub this in everyone's faces when we get back to school. We're glad you're all so excited. I was able to get the measurements used to make your uniforms from school ahead of time, so they should only have to make small adjustments. Oh! Our school uniforms are also tailor-made. Okay, that makes sense, then. Anyway, we've wasted enough time as it is. Hurry and get changed. I refuse. You do? I cannot accept something this extravagant free of charge. Azel does not want to owe you, Vel. Huh? Are you kidding me? We're making out like bandits here. I thought you'd be the most pleased out of all of us, Azel. Luxury gifts like this only create a debt that must eventually be repaid. Who knows what we will be asked to do later by Vil or these others. No, I could never willingly assume such a weak position. I refuse. Ah, you are so annoying. I never imagined I'd see someone turn down couture clothing from us. I thought you were being strangely quiet about all this. Consider the bigger picture. You're going to make Vil lose face. Think of someone besides yourself for once. What sense is there in me in thinking of others if it leads me to my ruin? I'm afraid there's no budging on this point for me. You needn't worry. I was already planning to get proper compensation from you all. Welcome back, Nick. Azel does not want to be in Vil's debt, and he's causing a scene. Compensation? As I said. Don't look so pleased with yourself. There's no way we can afford tailor-made clothes from Lux. Oh, I'm sure it's not money Bill is after. Isn't that right? Not much gets past you, Azel. Listen up. Tomorrow we walk the Tapis Rouge. All of us, together. You mean that red carpet from before? Wait, why not just you, Vel? I aim for perfection, which I'll require your support to achieve. Seriously? What's going on? Does his outfit have like a massive train that we'll need to carry or something? So, what do we have to do exactly? Your first duty will be crowd control. Oh. We need to be between Vil's adoring fans and him. Got it. This event will be crawling with press. Cameras everywhere you look, documenting every move the cast and crew make on the red carpet. But there'll be a lot of ordinary fans too, wanting to snap pictures and get autographs. For the sake of the promotion, I'll have to deal with both groups as politely as I can. But time is limited. I won't be able to honour every request from the paparazzi or the fans. Which is why I will need a certain amount of protection. Yeah, Jamal's probably done crowd control for Callum before, right? That said, hulking bodyguards would only lend an unsavoury air of intimidation to the proceedings. Don't you agree? But if you all, clad in your dazzling garb, can elegantly steer me through the crowd, it will only add to the glamour. So that's why you arranged clothing for us. So, essentially, you want us to keep the reporters and fans off your back without damaging your image. Exactly. Now for your second duty, touching up my makeup. Naturally, I can't have my hair and makeup staff by my side on the red carpet. Which is why you, in your luxe couture, will touch me up as necessary, whenever there's a pause in the action. Can any of the people here do makeup? Doesn't that require, like, expertise? Yep. Same question, Ace. I'm not sure we're up to the task. Vil, I'm sure we can still return the clothes. Maybe you should reconsider. They are tailor-made to your measurements, guys. I don't think returning them is quite that easy. Out of the question. On to your third duty, which mainly falls to you, Kalla. Oh, my job. I need you to take pictures of me as I walk the red carpet. Yeah, I had a feeling it was photographer duties. It's always photographer duties. Then again, I'm clearly good at that. Why Kalla? Won't there be a bunch of professional photographers there? Yes, many. But I need Kalla to take photos for my Musicom account. I want my followers to feel like they're right there on the red carpet with me. So I'm photographer and social media manager for the day. For something like that, it's better if someone walking by my side does the shooting. You've done a lot of photography around school, so I'm sure you're up to it. Yeah, leave it to me. Yes, many hats. I mean, it's the same hat as usual. It's take photos and chronicle the experience. It's the same hat as usual. It's just that it's Vil asking me to do it and not the head mage. Honestly, you don't need to try all that hard. I want these shots to feel candid and casual. And our performance of these duties will serve as compensation for the clothing. Is that it? Exactly so. Man, I thought we were going to get to stroll down the red carpet like celebs ourselves. Phil's probably more demanding than the head mage. Yeah, but also Vil's a lot more professional about it. Rather than the head mage going, "You'll do this for me, right? Because I don't want to." Vil probably could physically do these things himself. But it's better for his image if he doesn't. Also, I like having more instructions. Look on the bright side. This will be light work, considering our payment is Lux Couture. Yeah, you're right. And we only have to help out the one night. If we actually had to work to pay off the full price of the clothes, it'd take decades. How expensive are these clothes? How expensive are these clothes? I don't want to think about it. The terms certainly are favourable for our side. Assist me on the red carpet and all will be settled. What do you say? We have an agreement. Everyone, your new outfits await. You heard them. Go on and change. Yeah. Woo. Understood. We'll show you to the fitting rooms. This way. Wait. There's just one of me. Why do I need 5 of you? That's high-end customer service for you. We're incredibly lucky to experience a fitting at a luxury brand like this. Mr. Grimm, please follow me.
I could get used to this.
Grimm, you'd better not cause any trouble. What you do here will reflect on all of us. Yeah, I am a bit nervous about getting fitted for very, very expensive clothing. Who needs to tense up? They're professionals. Simply follow their instructions and they'll do the rest. I would say I've never been fitted for clothing, but I have had friends help me fit cosplay to myself, so... But this is probably a very different experience. Probably involving less getting slightly stabbed. What was my favorite cosplay? Oh, that's really difficult. Hello, Elgato. Okay. Picking a favorite is very difficult. Because, like, I have ones that I wore a lot. And then there's some that are, like, a lot more casual that are just really comfy to wear. I think... Prompto from Final Fantasy 15 was pretty fun because I got to just tote my camera around as part of the cosplay. Because usually I'm doing a lot more photography than anything these days. I'm basically my friend's personal photographer at cons. So yeah, Prompto was pretty fun. Team Rocket grunt, huh? Yeah, I can imagine that would be pretty comfy to wear around, right? Ta-da! Like it? I think I look pretty cool if I do say so myself. You certainly look like you're wearing high fashion. Man, I feel like a popular actor or model or something. Wouldn't be surprised if people start asking me for autographs. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Ace. Though I do understand where you're coming from. The moment I put these clothes on, I felt like a different person. What a wonderful experience! I'd never imagined a change of clothes could make such a difference. And the fabric, just slipping my arm through the sleeves, I could feel it was of the highest quality. Plus, they went to town on our hair and makeup. Now I totally get why we needed all those folks to help us get ready. One person couldn't have done this all on their own. Seriously, nothing like having every last detail of your look perfected by professionals to make you feel like a movie star. I noticed the hairstylists and makeup artists were even majors. They were full of such wonderful ideas. As both beauty technicians and majors, they were certainly very impressive. Is it just you, or do they look kind of plain for a red carpet event? Yeah, a little. It's like, this is clearly high fashion, and therefore I do not understand it. But I'm guessing Ville's going to be like a step above then. This place really is the height of fashion to attract such talented employees. If Ville hadn't made the request, I bet they'd have never thought about making over students. And they were so fast but so precise. It seems you are pleased with your outfits. It was an honor to help design them. Whoa, so you're the designer? One of them, yes. I have just come from checking on Mr. Schoenheit, and it seems it will be a little while yet until he's ready. Yeah, I agree with you there, Nick. It's like, do I like the look of it? Is it comfortable and functional? Good. So much of fashion, I just look at it and I'm like, but why? Like, there was a period of time where, like, almost all the tops you saw had those little ruffles, like what's on Ace, and I'm like, I don't like that. Oh, come on, why are you doing this capture card? Possibly it's the wire. Wait. Have you stopped messing about? Yes. To pass the time, I thought I might tell you a little bit about the process of creating your outfits if you'd like. Oh yeah, I bet we'd all love to hear that, right? Of course. Sure. Splendid! The first step was a thorough review of the measurements and detailed profiles that Mr. Schoenheit sent for each of you. Profiles? That's right. Were you unaware? Yeah. I don't even want to know what sort of stuff Bill would have written about me. I mean, based on the end results, it couldn't have been anything too weird, right? At any rate, we designed the outfits based on the information in said profiles. Now let's dive into some specifics. I'll start with Jamil's outfit. Based on your profile, we judged you to be someone who comports himself with dignity. Yeah, you look real dignified when you're chewing us out during basketball practice. Backtalk like that makes me think I'm not giving you enough coaching, Ace. I'll have to fix that. No thanks, you're already doing plenty. We chose a traditional double-breasted Chester coat for an elegant look. Yeah, I mean, I do like the double-breasted coat. I don't like the gems, personally. Once again, that is definitely a function opinion of mine. Its subdued silhouette certainly fits an intellectual like Jamil. The bling on the lapels definitely stands out, yet not too much. So cool. Stands out but not too much. It's way too blingy. Like, that's the sort of coat that will attract every pickpocket. Because they will go, this person sure has money. His profile refers to him as boring and always worrying needlessly behind the scenes. Yeah. Pardon me, I misspoke. What I meant to say is he's described as a reserved and modest person. So we sewed pearls onto just the lapels for a subtle yet distinct flourish. Pearl! Those are big pearls! I don't think we were meant to hear that. Phil must have filled our profiles with scathing remarks that the designer is retooling to spare our feelings. Now, moving on to the trousers. We went with a flared cut for an active look. We understand you are a dancer, Jamil, so we wanted your outfit to have a sense of energy. Well, thank you. It's rare that formal clothing feels as comfortable as this. Now, please allow me to say a few words about your hairstyles. Oh, it's the stylist from before. We had to give a lot of thought about what to do for you, Jamil, as you have a lot of hair that you've obviously very lovingly taken care of. We decided it would look best in thick braids. They'll sway as you move, adding a carefree elegance without throwing off the eyeline silhouette of your outfit. Carefree, huh? Sounds like they wanted to counteract all that needless worrying. Bill, needless worrying? I'm pretty sure Callum worries the exact appropriate amount given who he's worrying about. Quiet, you. Next, let's take a closer look at Azel's outfit. You were described as courteous and elegant. Which is definitely not the exact words that were used. To express that, we went with a refined, open-collar jacket for your top. And for a touch of luxury, we added brown gems hemmed with gold thread to the lapels. Courteous and elegant, I'm honoured Vil sees me that way. Indeed. The profile also described you as a smooth talker as gifted as any conman. I mean, it says you're skillful and beguiling enough to move anyone's heart. To wit, we thought flared, slitted sleeves would be good for expressing your personable side. I see. Formal but approachable. So it's something of a two-faced design. I couldn't think of a more perfect fit for you, Azel. Goodness, I feel terrible. Being two-faced has always been your thing. I feel as if I've stolen your thunder. Not at all. They practically coined the term just for you. Knock it off, guys. You're making a scene. Hey, how about you tell me about how you did up Azel's hair? Well, Azel's usual hairdo is wavy and loose. So to experiment with a different look for the special occasion, we decided to create a tighter style using a stiff hair balm. Yes, you do look rather different. I feel like I can't let my guard down around you even more than usual. Yeah, I know what you mean, Jamal. You just pieced together your favourite characters of the con man. Oh no! Well, that's a realization about yourself. I'm quite fond of it. Perhaps I should go with something like this when it comes time for my next business negotiation. Oh yeah, if you're a bad liar, I guess it makes sense that you're like, oh, these people are cool because they're better at it than I am, or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
この格好で街を歩いてたら、俺もセレブとか芸能人に見えるんじゃね？おい、何笑ってるんだよ。
Ace card obtained. Yeah, you make a good point there, Nick. I mean, I do admire people who are a lot better at athletic stuff than I am, because I am not good at that at all. I did a lot of sports as a kid, but I can't actually say I was any good at any of them. I'm the sort of person who goes to sports tournaments and loses every single match. Lastly, I'll walk you through Ace's outfit. Your profile painted you as a cheerful person, so we went with a cropped jacket on top. Short jackets like this are super stylish, right? Does this make me look taller or what? Oh, really? This is really playing up today. I'm not even touching it! You're always the bench warmer, huh? I was always in the position that no one else wanted to be in. Which did at school put me in the position of, in netball, marking the girl who was the best at sport in the entire year. She was also like a foot taller than me. Hello, True Gamer. How are you doing? Keep telling yourself that. Yes, far be it from us to stand in the way of your dreams. You two are seriously peas in a pod. How come you only get along when it's to make fun of me? We added a fetching ruffle to one shoulder and adorned the front with decorative jewels. Our aim was to create a look that was fashionable, yet fun. Oh, is that what the ruffle's supposed to be for? Also, it's a cropped jacket, is it? Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Sorry, Ace, I kind of hate your outfit. Which means I'm fashionable and fun, right? That's like my image? Sounds like Bill had the nicest things to say about me out of all of us. Doubt. Yes, Vil described you as a spudling still packed in dirt. Yeah. I mean, out of these three, I like Jamil's the best. But that's because I really, really don't like the other two. I like all their hair, though. The hair is very good. Or rather, a new arrival who puts the fresh in freshmen. Accordingly, we left the hem on the slacks rather loose to evoke a student-esque style. Oh, wait a second. Spudling? Packed in dirt? Yeah, Ace's hair is... I think it's gelled a little bit more. Well, I guess it's probably... yeah, I think it's slightly slicker, possibly. Slightly more controlled. But yeah, not very different. Look at you pulling off this fresh yet formal outfit. That's a cheerful little spudling. It really does suit you, green as you are. You finished? I'd like to hear about my hair now. Of course. Ace, seeing as you already utilize the natural waviness of your hair. Wow, it is really not behaving today. We decided to give you even tighter curls for a really wild look. I was pretty much right on what I said about it, huh? It makes for a nice contrast with your luxurious outfit. Not bad at all. You think so, Gemma? I'm pretty into it as well.
Hey, look over here! Time for my entrance.
Alright, what does your bow look like today, Grim? Ooh. It's probably satin. With... I would say, please tell me someone didn't put real pearls around Grim's neck, but given where we are, I think they did.
Check out this collar. The ribbon ain't half bad either.
Did I see the Grim card that JP is getting? Yes, I did. I did. I wonder if we'll have to wait... I wonder how long we'll have to wait for that one. Because obviously we got the other Grim SSR kind of comparatively earlier, but that was because it was specifically a D100 thing. Whereas this one's for the 5th Annie, right? So maybe we'll get it on the anniversary next year. Wow, you don't look half bad, compared to normal at least. It makes you look so well-behaved. Like some celebrity's pet cat.
Hang on, I ain't nobody's pet and I ain't a cat.
Grim looked so cute with that ribbon. All of the staff here have been fawning over him. Yeah, we couldn't stop brushing him. I wondered why it had taken so long just to put on a ribbon. It all makes sense now. His coat has been well cared for.
You hear that? They can't get enough of me.
You do realize it's because they think you're a cat, right? Ah, Kalla, you've changed as well. What do you think? Looks like they put you in the same khaki brown as the rest of us. Oh, wonderful. I don't like the color either. And you look really good, Kalla. Not as good as me, but still. How much do you suppose these outfits would cost if we'd ordered them ourselves? Well, given that I don't know the conversion rates for, the currency here. I mean, I guess we could assume it's based on dollars over here in the English version. I don't want to think about how much they'd have cost Dazzle. It's in the thousands. It's got to be. It's probably in the tens of thousands. Best not to think about that. Right? Come now, you can't tell me you aren't the least bit curious. Maybe a little. If I knew how much this outfit cost, there'd just be more ammo to brag about it with. Ace, if you knew how much this outfit cost, you would be constantly worried about spilling something on it. Or I would be. Nothing wrong with a little superiority complex, and knowing something's precise value is extremely important. This conversation is taking a turn for the tacky. Let's just move on. Now that I see all of us together, it's clear we've been given outfits that are somewhat uniform in style. If this is how Vil wants his support staff to look, I wonder what his outfit will be like. Clearly not this colour. Clearly something that will pop really well against this colour. And I don't know what colour that will be because I don't understand colour theory or fashion. Sorry for the wait. Yes. Bridesmaids and brides, exactly. We've been given colours that complement his stuff, but is not quite as fancy. Whoa! Now, Ville's is a lot nicer looking to me. Maybe that's because of the colour. You look so cool. What an elegant ensemble. One can't help but be utterly captivated. It looks like an outfit you were born to wear. Your innate refinement taken to new heights. Yeah. Yeah, it's the purple. I'm nothing if not easy to read in these regards. Yeah, genuinely, you look beautiful, Vil. I mean, you always do, but... Is that simple remark really all you can muster? But I suppose I can't blame you. I can tell just by the look on your face you've been awestruck. I take that as the highest compliment of all. Honestly, I think a lot of it is the makeup and hair as well. Because, damn. That eyeliner? Masterworks like these tell a story, don't they? They reflect a boutique's rich history while moving it forward at the same time. I want a better look at those gloves, Vil. Wow. Those gloves have gems down the fingers, don't they? This is the dawning of a new era for Lux. And now that you've been clad in their couture, you've entered the world of the silver screen. These outfits are truly one of a kind. Yeah, also, that gold choker, also very good. You're gorgeous, Vil. You're as radiant as a gem. I can't. Did they just faint? That is, in fact, exactly what I was going to say based on those noises. Vil, did you make them faint? Apologies for the disturbance. Please don't pay that any mind. It often happens when Mr. Schoenheit is here. Does it now? Kind of seems like your employees need a health check. One who fainted looked real happy though. Beauty like this is kinda dangerous, huh? A reminder of the true power an internationally renowned celebrity like Vil wields. I must say, those outfits look wonderful. Oh, thanks to those detailed profiles of us you sent, Vil. That goes without saying. You should be grateful for my honesty. Honesty, that's what you're calling it. What a fine harvest you've turned out to be. And I owe you the greatest thanks for making my ideas a reality. Okay, so this is clearly someone who isn't the designer we were already talking to, so... Having such detailed instructions actually freed up my imagination that much more. I'm very proud of the results. Oh, Giza. Okay. We're gonna have to redo that one. Having such detailed instructions actually freed up my imagination that much more. I'm very proud of the results.
Who's this geezer?
That's Lux's head designer.
Huh?
He's been the top... Couturier? Couturier? I do not know how to pronounce that. He's been the top couturier here since the brand was founded.
He's a coat hanger?
Couturier. It's what designers at high-end brands like these are called. He's incredibly famous. We are really in the deep end here. You made someone that fancy make outfits for us on that tight a schedule? Excuse me while I add an extra 0 or 2 to the price I'm imagining in my head. And Phil's talking to him like they're friends that go way back. You can tell they really respect each other, seeing as they're both at the top of their individual fields. Pleased to meet you. I'm Azul Ashengrotto. I can't thank you enough for these wonderful clothes. They really are spectacular. I'm glad to hear you say so. Nothing is more rewarding to us than a satisfied customer. Did you see Azul's smile get extra wide? Gives me the creeps how he can do that. As soon as that famous designer showed up, he shifted right into business mogul mode. Isn't my outfit incredible? They made the shirt out of satin and gave it a plunging neckline. Meanwhile, the jacket is fitted and further refined with lace stitching on the pleats. I thought that was lace at the bottom. What a perfect expression of the elegance and decadence of the Shaftland's signature beauty. I couldn't have said it better myself. Didn't really follow all that, but it does look really cool. It manages to heighten your own beauty, Belle. How did you find the gloves? They're bejeweled and embroidered as requested. Superlative in both design and quality. And with the slightest movement of my finger, it shines, huh? See, you are all transfixed. Woof. I couldn't help but stare at his hand. Likewise, and he didn't even use any magic. You really went above and beyond what I asked for. I can't say I'm surprised. Can we hear about Vil's hair now? Of course. First, let's look at the front. We swept it up and to the right to give him an air of mystery. Second, let's look at the back. As you can see, we gathered it into an elegant updo embellished with a gold leaf barrette. I will have to take your word for that, stylist, because I can't see the back. We did consider a side tail, but ultimately decided it was best not to draw attention from the neckline. It's awesome how your looks aren't overpowered by the clothes or the hair. It's like everything powers everything else up. So cool. You can tell how much thought went into every last detail of the ensemble. The beauty that Lux works so diligently to create is staggering. The colouring on our clothes is more subdued, which only makes Ville's that much more brilliant. Indeed, standing next to him, we certainly look the part of his attendants. Good eye, that was precisely my intention. Oh, really? Yes, my outfit was designed with the fairest queen in mind. Yours were based on the huntsman that served her. Yeah, okay, I understand the colour choice at this point then. If we're going for huntsman vibes. Speaking of which, the huntsman's costume in the original Beautiful Queen actually started a popular fashion trend in the Shaftlands. Rook was so taken when he first saw the film he couldn't stop talking about it. Oh man, too bad he didn't win the drawing. He'd have gotten an outfit like this if he had. I bet he's going to be so bummed when he finds out. Oh, I don't know. Knowing him, I'm sure he'll be almost as pleased to just get a picture of you wearing them. May we have your final impressions, Mr. Schoenheit? From the fabric to the stitching, the buttonwork to the jewels, not to mention the hair and makeup, everything is of the highest quality. I'm completely satisfied. Wow, don't think we've ever seen Bill so happy. Yeah, you don't often see that expression on his face back at school. That's true. Strange. I would have thought you would be used to wearing fine clothes like these. Naturally, wearing fine handcrafted clothing like this is an everyday occurrence for me, both in my professional and private lives. But that doesn't mean I'm inured to the experience, far from it. Fashion and makeup are my great joys in life. And when it comes to selecting makeup, clothing, hairstyle or jewellery, I always ask myself the same question. Am I the fairest in the land? Man, if someone else said something like that, I'd be majorly creeped out. But from you, Bill, I totally buy it. And I think I know how you feel too. This has been fun. Indeed. I never imagined such pleasures awaited me on dry land. Taking care of your appearance can be a way to show respect to others, but also a source of joy for yourself. There's a lot to it.
Personally, I love looking cool.
The moment I slipped into this luxe couture, my heart all but soared out of my chest. It is the most wonderful feeling. It really is going to be a fantastic promotion to have you walk down the red carpet looking like this, Phil. Azul, I'm surprised you can't tell, but my outfit is not actually complete yet. Ooh, does he need a crown? I think he needs a crown. Huh? Tomorrow, my tiara arrives. Yep, I was right. I was right. You need a tiara rather than a crown, but yeah, that'll fit quite nicely behind the front section. It will be adorned with diamonds, pink sapphires, rubies, emeralds, rubelites. Over 100 carats all told. I assume that you are borrowing that from a jeweler's, and that it will have security attached. 100? The Beautiful Queen remake features scenes in a gemstone mine. So without some gemstones of my own, the story this outfit weaves would be lacking, no? You already have gems on your hands, Phil! And talk about decadent. am genuinely surprised. With all those gemstones crammed into a single accessory, it'd be easy for the tiara to end up an incohesive mess. But since this is Lux we're talking about, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Oh yeah, Lux is a jewellery brand as well. So yes, of course the tiara comes from them too. I didn't think much was going to surprise me after finding out I'm getting to wear a Lux outfit. But this is too wild. Vil is truly going to be the fairest in the land, isn't he? And that finishes the available story for now. So I guess that means we are done for today. So thank you very much for watching, it's been fun. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on social media, which is linked in the description box. The streaming schedule for this channel is both over there on social media and over here on YouTube in, I think it's the posts tab. The next scheduled stream is Sunday, 2 PM for some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. So I hope to see you then, or another time. Once again, thank you very much for coming, and this is Kalla signing out. See ya! Bye bye!